Okay, let's see what we can do with the power unit change build with Lepic against solo Devourer hard mode. Let's do it. So you activate your power unit ability, obviously, and all you have to do is use your weapon. Because it is a firearm attack build, you won't have to focus on anything else. And you can tell when it is activated with the green logo on your left side of the screen. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's going down. It just disappeared. So that's how you know if it is activated. Boom, I just did it again. And you shoot. And now I am in trouble because my health is going down. But I want to finish him quickly. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. I got him. Oh my god, I got him. Look at my health. I wasn't focused on my health at all. I just wanted to show you guys the build. Forget about my health here. Let's see the time. 36 seconds solo Devourer attack. We'll take that. That's really good. Okay, in this one, we're going over a build for Lepic. Ultimate Lepic I'm using, but you can also do it with the regular Lepic. So this build is all about this mod right here, the power unit change. This build, in my opinion, is rare. I don't see nobody use this build because obviously he has better ones. Them build most of the time uses the ultimate of Lepic, which is insane, but I decided to do another one. I use primarily firearm attack. Those are my best build in my opinion because I love beating bosses or enemies with my weapon and not with my abilities. So this build is all about your firearm attack or your weapon, which I will show later on. So Overlock no longer increases skill power, increases firearm attack instead. So we're gonna lose skill power, but we're gonna gain in firearm attack. This build, we don't care about the skill power because we do not use our skill to do damage. If you want to do it, you can, but I don't. Then I have multi-talent. So this mod right here, it adds a bunch of perks whenever you use a certain skill. So the only one we're gonna read is the one with the tech. So it says when using the tech active skill effect range and power modifier plus 15% for 5 seconds. This is one of the perks that we can get. And the last one, when using the singular active skill, all attribute damage plus 30% for 5 seconds. Only one of the effect is applied. We can get those two perks because Lepic uses those two. So you see this is a tech ability, this is singular ability, this is a singular ability, and this is a tech ability. So this mod right here can only be applied whenever we use one of those ability. And between tech and singular, we're gonna be focusing on the singular because this is what this mod right here, the power unit change, you can see it right here. It is a singular skill. So that means we're gonna get attribute damage plus 30% for 5 seconds, and this is really good with Lepic because Lepic does inflict attribute damage, fire burn, and same thing with the weapon that I will use later on. Then we have the front lines, skill critical hit damage plus 64%, skill critical hit rate plus 27, because yes, this build is all about our weapon, but we do use our skill a little bit, so that's why we also have some skill power in this build. Then we have the MP conversion, skill cooldown minus 30%, max MP minus 15%. We need this one for the skill cooldown. This is the most that we can get, minus 30%. That's a lot. Then we have focus on fire, same thing here. We want this because of the skill cooldown, and it also does some damage. So we have fire skill power plus 77%, maximize duration, skill duration plus 40%, and we lose some power, but this is the one we want because it adds 40% of skill duration. This is a must. We want this number right here, duration 8 seconds, because we want to be in that state, power unit change, where we get the firearm attack increase. We want this for as long as possible, so the duration is a must. Plus I forgot to show you guys the stat of that mod. So you can see right here, power unit change duration, I have it to 8 seconds because of this build, and firearm attack increase amount, it increases your firearm attack by 52%, and explosive attack increases by 52% as well. This is insane. Then we have skill extension, again skill duration plus 30%. We want this. Emergency measure, this is skill critical hit rate plus 64%, skill critical hit damage plus 27%. That's also really good. We have skill critical hit damage plus 115%, and we have focused on tech skill power modifier plus 68%, and skill cooldown minus 6%. Mostly we want the skill cooldown on that one as well. So with those two right here, we have a minus 12% of skill cooldown, and it gives us some skill power damage as well. And then the last one is for protection, max HP plus 234%. That's really good. So mainly this is the build we want to use on Lepic. And now I will show you guys the weapon that you will want to use. You could have guessed it, the only weapon I use in all my videos, Enduring Legacy, but this time it paired up so good with this fire build I did with Lepic, because Lepic uses fire mainly, and this weapon does as well. And I have changed some mods right here, you will see. So we have the rifling reinforcement for the firearm attack plus 32%. Same thing here, firearm attack plus 61%. Those two are must for the firearm attack. Then we have the firearm critical hit damage plus 64%, better concentration. We have concentration priority, same thing here, firearm critical hit damage plus 120%. We have fire attack plus 50%, because we're gonna have a lot of fire attack, you will see with those mods right here. We also have rounds per magazine plus 30%, and firearm critical hit damage plus 6.5%. This will allow us to shoot 149 bullets in our magazine because of this mod. Then we have better insight, firearm critical hit rate plus 39%, and here it is. This is fire conductor. When attacking enemies inflicted with burn, firearm attack plus 26%. This one is a must because we want the enemy to always be in burn, and when they are in burn, our firearm attack is increasing again. Like I said, this is a firearm attack build. Then we have focus fire, weak point damage plus 20%, and we have the firearm critical hit damage plus 6.5%. And finally, we have fire rate plus 20% and firearm critical hit damage plus 6.5%. This is the build I use. You can see it is focused on firearm attack and fire. This is what this weapon will bring to the table. So now we have a really good build with Lepic that focuses on firearm attack and inflicts burn. And now we have the weapon that will use the firearm attack and the burn with the Lepic build. So this is why I say those two combine perfectly. Now we have my reactor. You could have guessed it, it is for the Enduring Legacy mounting. So I have the 160% boost skill power. At the bottom you can see fire skill power boost ratio, and we have skill cooldown. This is not the best reactor for this build obviously, but this is the only one I had. If you can find better ones with better stats, go ahead. You're looking for fire skill power, skill duration up, that would be really nice, and also skill cooldown also. Those are the three ones you should be focusing. Singular could be good as well, but yeah, this is my reactor. And for my gear, I use the veteran set. The reason why is because we have firearm attack plus 6.6%, and also we have weak point. Most of the time when we fight bosses, we shoot at weak point, so that's why I use this set right here. And it also has a lot of HP, just enough so you can resist any boss fight. 10,000 HP, that's plenty if you want to fight the first bosses like I do most of the time. So this is the build I use. Really good and underrated Lepic build. I think you guys are gonna enjoy using this one. If you don't want to use the same build as everyone, you want to be different, power unit change is the one for you. Now I'm gonna show you guys more about the build. Let's go in the lab. I'll show you the difference when you use the power unit change and when you don't. There's a huge difference, you will see. All right, here we go. We have the enemies here. Now we have my weapon, so I will shoot mainly the body right here, you will see. So whenever I hit someone, it does 32,000. You guys can see 32,000, and whenever I do hit a critical, it is 262, the orange number. So right there, you see. And you can also see 27,000. That's when I'm shooting the enemy and they are not inflicted with burn, because like I showed you in the build, you want the enemy to always be in burn. Oh, and also I forgot to show you guys the enduring legacy. So this is the stat I have on the weapon. You need to have fire attack. You can see it right here. It adds 1,600 fire attack. Then the rest is like always firearm critical hit damage, firearm critical hit rate, and bonus firearm attack against colossus. But the most important one is fire attack. You need to have this on your weapon. So this will also add fire to your bullets. That means you will be inflicting a burn. So 3 numbers to keep in mind here: 27,000 when you hit the enemy when he's not been burned. So you see 27, and when he has burn on him, so he has burn right now, so you see 32,000 every time you hit someone. Boom. And the critical hit damage is 200, and you see 262,000. So those are the numbers. And if we go here, firearm attack 26,000. But when we do the power unit change, this is the build. Boom, here it is. I will show you first the increase. It went from 26,000 to 33,000 firearm attack. Obviously it went back because you have 8 seconds, well, close to 9 seconds in that state, which is enough, because this build you will see you can do it all the time because the cooldown is perfect and the duration is perfect. So let's do it like this. We have 34,000, and did you guys see that? 318 whenever you do critical hit damage with a weapon. The way I use it is I do this, throw your bomb, and you shoot. And you will see the cooldown at the left side of your screen, that logo. As soon as it leaves, you can do it again. And then you throw, and you keep going. This is the best way to use this build with Lepic. Love this build. Let me know what you guys think of the power unit build. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.